For our assignment, for our learning team assignment in VCT 330, we will be building a web gallery using Bridge and Photoshop. The purpose of this gallery is to show what you've learned throughout the course. So when you think about what you've learned, what are some of your big takeaways? The mastery of photo editing. What are some of your techniques? What do you do with adjustment layers? What do you do with the patch tool, levels? So what did you learn? So this web gallery should showcase that. It should also serve as a step-by-step instruction essentially. And how I've done that is I have just made a little bit of a bigger document. You can most definitely use your assignments that you've had in the course before. So you submitted a postcard that you like and you want to post it, you can definitely do that. I'm not looking for a particular amount of images, but I am looking for each person to contribute at least one image that meets each one of the requirements for the images. So in this case, I picked my postcard. I said mastery of image editing. So it's very clear what I think that it should meet. I said the tools, the magic eraser tool, filters, effects, eraser tool, and type. And then I went in to say what I did with each one of those. So I applied filters to each image, including wind and tiling. Effects were added to the type, including gradient overlay, drop shadow, stroke, outer glow, and inner glow. And then the magic eraser was used to remove the background from the Epcot ball. And I've done that for each one. So here was my layers example that I used in week 2. And I did essentially the same thing. There's many different ways to lay this out, and this is particularly where your storyboard is going to come into play. Once you've got the layout, the descriptions, including like the tools, how you did it, then you're going to take them over into Bridge. So I have everything in Bridge, and we're going to go back to this output panel. And you can see this is the PDF we used in week 1. We're now going to be creating a web gallery. And there's going to be settings for the web gallery. So I'm going to select my JPEGs. I'm going to click on Web Gallery. There's a lot of different templates. So what I highly suggest here is just don't go with a standard. Check them out. It's really easy to create a web gallery. You could definitely create one, decide you don't like the layout, and definitely change it again. But go beyond just what the standard is. So maybe I want... So there's many galleries to choose from. So just go ahead and play with those and see what might really work well with the content. Now you can choose, so the appearance, you can change each one of these. I probably would keep the quality pretty high. The preview size, 300 pixels, we might have to play with that. You can show file names, show cell numbers. You can also tell it number of rows, number of columns. You can give it a gallery name. So you could say VCT 330 Gallery of Techniques. So you can name it whatever you want it to be. I'm going to go ahead and hit browse. I'm going to tell it where I want to save it. I'm not going to actually upload it to any server. So now I'm just going to hit save. I'm going to take the images I selected, and my gallery has now been collected. created. Now the one thing is that you can't do video, so you're just going to have to make a slide for it, say see video attached, because you can't put the video in using this web gallery here. So if I go find this, and I need this entire folder, so I need all the resources and all the content. So you're going to have to zip it together. And then there's my gallery. So if I click on it, and now what I'm not liking is the fact that they aren't very big. So I'm definitely going to want to pick something different. So if I come back in here, maybe I want it to be a film strip. I may want it to be a little bit bigger. I can also type these in, so maybe I want it to be like 1024. Image size, thumbnail size, I want that definitely bigger. Slide duration, maybe I want this to be, oh, that's too long. We'll do that. Fade. And let's go ahead and save. And I want to overwrite it. So then here's another gallery. See how I can make it bigger? And then it has the navigation on it. So that one's okay. I mean, it's going to be up to your group. I want to be able to see it, read it. See what a slideshow looks like here. So that must have been what I had. But pick what you think will work, play with the settings, and then when you're completed, zip everything up in one file and submit it. And that's a web gallery. Now, the web gallery is going to be great, especially if you go into web design and development, because it is a great way to make a gallery very quickly out of numerous photos. So if you're working on somebody's portfolio website, such as a photographer, you'll probably be in Bridge and Photoshop making those changes and edits, and then you could take it right back over into Bridge, kick it out on output for a web gallery, and it makes it really quick. So have fun with it, and let me know if you have any questions on how to make a web gallery using the output module on Adobe Bridge.